Here we're going to take a look at the reactions of group 2 elements. Now all group 2 elements are metals, and being metals, they lose electrons when they react. So we can say when group 2 metals react, they lose 2 electrons. And that can be shown by the following equation, where I'm going to use M to represent any group 2 metal, and that forms a 2 plus ion, and as I said, it loses its 2 electrons. Now, the reactivity of these group 2 metals will increase down the group as electrons are more easily lost. Because you're losing them from higher principal energy levels that are further from the nucleus and more shielded. Now the reaction we're going to look at is the reaction of group 2 metals with H2O. When we're looking at these reactions, we are really looking at the reactions primarily between magnesium and barium. We don't tend to look at beryllium in any of these examples from now and any other future video. It's usually we're looking at magnesium to barium. Now M represents any metal, magnesium through to barium. That reacts with H2O liquid, water. And that reacts to produce a metal hydroxide with the following formula. Now, the solubility of these hydroxides is something I'm going to discuss a little bit later on, but for now I am just going to put it down as AQ. Some of these metal hydroxides, though, are very, very sparingly soluble and actually would probably form a solid here. And we're going to get hydrogen gas. And in order to balance this, I need to put a 2 in front of the H2O. Now that's your general equation for any group 2 metal with water. You'll get this metal hydroxide. And you need to be aware that its formula is MOH2. And again, why is that? Because the metal here is an M2 plus ion, and you should be aware that hydroxide is a 1 minus ion. And in order for the charge to balance, I need 2 hydroxides for every metal ion. And because I've got more than one complex ion, you need to put a bracket around it. And that becomes MOH2. Now, the one exception to this rule is the reaction of magnesium. And magnesium can react with steam in quite a vigorous reaction. Magnesium usually reacts with water very, very, very slowly. It would take a long time to produce any magnesium hydroxide, but it does react readily with steam. But what you need to remember here is it actually reacts to produce something different. It doesn't produce magnesium hydroxide, it now produces solid magnesium oxide and hydrogen gas as well. So the key is there that all group 2 metals will react with water by the following equation, even magnesium, but very, very slow for magnesium. Magnesium, though, does react readily with steam, but remember, it gives you the different product of magnesium oxide.